Today we start the second topic in our energy technology subject, Unit 1. So, so last class just covered about the introduction to energy. Okay, so just to quickly revise that, and we go to the second and third topic. Okay, so today we have 2 hours. Okay, first period and second period. So 9 to 10:10 and 10:25 to 11:35. Okay, so today possibly we will complete our unit 1. Okay, so again I revise you. So what we see in the last class. Okay, so just a overview. So first of all, we see the introduction of energy. Okay, so under that we have seen three topics: what is energy, then various forms of energy, then classification of energy. Okay, so as per thermodynamics law, energy neither be created nor be destroyed. This is the things. This is the world philosophy. So only the energy can be transferred from one medium to another medium. Okay. So while transferring the energy, some of the energy may be lost. Okay. So normally we won't take that loss energy into account. Okay. So that the loss is unavoidable. Okay. So for example, if you want to convert heat energy into electricity energy, some amount of the heat will be dissipated in your environment. Okay, so that dissipated heat we can't be recovered in the medium. Okay, so this is a natural phenomenon. So any energy can be transferred from one medium to another medium. So during the transferring period, some amount of energy will be lost. Okay, so most of the scientists are involved in the research. Okay, so how to minimize the that loss. Okay, so how to do while converting one form of energy to another energy. So most of the scientists and the research workers working are going on. So for minimizing the that loss of energy. Okay, so that we can get a more number of energy. Okay, so this is the thing we have seen. So next we have seen this is a very important, you must be understand. So in energy, in physical form there are two types available. One is potential energy, another one is kinetic energy. Okay. So potential energy is the energy. Every medium have its own potential energy. Okay. So when the medium is in stable condition, also definitely that medium will consist of a potential energy. Okay, so when the medium is working condition, it contains both potential energy as well as kinetic energy. Okay, can you understand what I'm saying? So in this way you understand. Okay, ஒரு ஆப்ஜெக்ட் வந்து ஒரு ஸ்டேஷனரியா இருந்துச்சுன்னா, ஸோ அந்த ஆப்ஜெக்ட்ல definitely that object consists of some potential energy. Okay, potential energy. Okay, suppose this object want to move from one place to another place, means we have to apply some amount of kinetic energy to that object. Okay, so that this object is moving from this place to this place. Okay, because of its kinetic energy, as well as it carries its own potential energy. Okay, so clear சொல்லணும்னா, you take a hill. Okay, so this is you assume one car. So one car is want to climb this hill station. Okay, so one car is uh, want to travel this hill station, this place to this place. Okay, so this car will have a potential energy. Definitely this car will have a potential energy. Okay, so without kinetic energy, this car cannot move. This car cannot move. Okay, so we have to apply some kinetic energy here. So once this car reach the top of the hills, okay, so after that we no need to apply the kinetic energy. Okay, so because of the potential energy of the car will easily come down to the ground state. Okay, so this is the thing I am trying to say. Okay, so because of its potential energy, so as well as the gravitational energy, Okay, because of that reaction will take place. So because of the two reaction, this car automatically comes down from the top of the hills to ground state without applying any kinetic energy. Okay, so but here the car is having potential energy, but without applying the kinetic energy, the car is never moved from the ground state to top position. Okay, this is a typical example for potential energy and kinetic energy. Okay, lot more examples are available. You take another example. So this is a ball tied with consider this is a ball tied with some thread or something. Okay. So initially this ball is having some potential energy. Okay. So you take this is a ball or you take it is a pendulum. Okay. So if you want to move, if you want to once you oscillate the pendulum, what will happen? So you just pull the pendulum and place here. So once you want to pull means you have to apply some kinetic energy. Okay. So once you apply a kinetic energy, this pendulum and bring this position into this position. Okay. So once you apply potential and kinetic energy, this pendulum move from right to left here, this point. Okay. So after that, you just remove the kinetic energy. So in this state, you just remove the kinetic energy. What will happen? So even though the kinetic energy is removed, because of that potential energy, this pendulum will keep on oscillating throughout the some period. So this oscillation is generally occur because of that potential energy of that medium. Okay. So this is a lot more examples are available for potential energy and kinetic energy. Definitely, one two more question will come from this topic. That's why I'm telling two times. Okay. So another day, this is also one of the two more question. So what are the various forms of energy means? Mostly the peoples are writing 2 to 3 points only. So I am recommending you to write more than 5 points. Okay. For the generally they will asking 2 mark. What are the various forms of energy? Generally they will ask in 2 marks. So I'm requesting you to write at minimum five points. Okay. So don't write 2 points, 3 points. Minimum you should write 5 points. So there are various forms of energy will be available. Okay. Next one is we have seen classification of energy. Okay. So under that we have three topics are seen. So primary energy, secondary energy, commercial energy, and non-commercial energy, renewable energy, and non-renewable energy. Okay. So primary energy means so the medium which is primarily hot. The medium here the medium is oil, coal, gas, particle. Okay. So here the word coal is missing. Just adding. Okay. So the medium is coal, oil, gases are primary sources. So these sources releases heat energy. So because of heat energy, we are getting a electrical energy. So these mediums are primary cause. That's why these mediums are we can call it as primary energy sources. So secondary energy sources means so once you burn the coal, oil, gas, we are getting a heat. This heat we call it as secondary energy. Okay. So next one is commercial energy means that so the resources available for commercial cost, that is gas, coal. All the classifications are mainly based on the materials. Okay. So we just understand. Okay, so based on the material, the energy sources are classified here. So primary source, secondary source, commercial source, non-commercial energy sources. Coal, gases are not freely available. We have to process from the natural ore. Natural ore. After that, only paying some amount, then only we are getting a electricity. Okay, so these are commercial sources. Some non-commercial sources are available like firewoods. Okay, so this is mostly we are not using. Okay, so in private sector they are using. Private sector they are using. So then renewable sources are available. Then non-renewable sources are available. Okay. So this is the thing we have seen in the last class. Okay, today we start our second lecture. Okay, so the topic name is Global and Indian Energy Scenes. Okay, so in this topic we are going to see about what is the global scenario, what is the Indian scenario. Okay, uh, so which resources we are using to generate an energy, electrical energy. So what is the state of global? So those things are we are going to learn from this topic. Okay. So this is a global scenario. So you just see here. So usually the energy consumption production we have categorized two types. So most of the consumptions from the oil. So oil is the primary source. Next, natural gases is the second. Oil and coals play a major role, whereas natural gas play a second role. So remaining nuclear and hydraulic methods of power generation will play a minimum role. Okay. So what I'm trying to say means in a global scenario, so the ore material coal and oil are the primary sources for the energy production. Okay, so the energy produced from the coal oil, people in the various countries are generally using uh, for electricity production and utilization. Okay, so next one is the contribution level. Okay. So here in this slide, I am projecting one statistical review. Okay. So that statistical review provided by BP Statistical Review of World Energy. Okay. So this organization every year review a global energy scenarios. Okay. So in this chart, what we are trying to say means there are various countries are available. Okay, so each country how much amount of primary energy resources utilized. Okay, so here the primary energy resources means coal, coal, oil. So by using these resources, okay, by using these resources, how much amount of energy generated from this each country will be put a chart here. Okay, so you take a China. So China is the mainly consuming primary sources. 34 percentage consuming primary sources, primary resources. Okay, primary resources to generate a electricity. Okay. So our next state is US. So US peoples are 20 percentage only they are using because US mainly depends on nuclear energy. Okay, so they never depends on the coal, oil, gases. Okay, they have a very good developed nuclear power plants. So because of that, they are getting a more amount of energy from the uh, electricity, for more amount of energy generated from the nuclear energy sources. So here the primary energy indicating only coal and oil and gases. Okay. So we are in the third position to utilizing the primary sources. Okay. So this is a scenario. Okay. So likewise the various countries are listed here. So next one is we are the 15th percentage and the third position for utilizing the resources. Okay, primary resources. Okay. So next these are the statistical. Okay. So the amount of million tons of oil equivalent. So how? So here they have mentioned the resources: coal, renewables, hydroelectricity, nuclear energy, and then natural gases, then oils. These are natural resources available in our world. Okay, so these natural resources consumed by various countries, that will be equivalently represented in million tons of oil. Okay, so this is a standard. Okay, the scientists create a standard because one country uses, we can't measure the how much amount of coal actually there is no separate unit is not there. Okay, so or unit of coal la equal amount of energy generated, that will be vary from one country to another country. Okay, so instead of that, the people create a one common unit, oil equivalent. So how much amount of oil will be equivalent to that with respect to that coal. Okay. So next, the next they equated with the fuel. Okay. Previous slide they equated with the oil. So here they represent in terms of amount of energy consumed from the equivalent to fuels. So these are the various states. So I don't think how the questions are coming from these topics. Okay, these are very general topics. So probably how they going to ask the question from this stuff, because lot of people put a review about the global energy scenarios. Okay, so how they are asking question, because in book itself also they are projecting only 1996 reviews only. So this is a 2018 review status. So if you purchase some books, in the book itself they are projecting only 2005 or 1996 reviews result only. So while writing the exam point of view, how they are going to ask the question, that also I don't know. Okay, so probably we may not get questions from this topic. So this next one is Indian scenario. So in the Indian scenario also, so we are majorly utilizing coal for generating the electricity. Okay, coal and oils are we majorly utilizing. So you know that the thermal power plants. Okay, so in thermal power plants, majorly the coal is the primary sources. Okay, so from the primary sources, the coal is converted into heat energy. Heat energy is converted into electric energy. Okay, so for that we are using a turbine called gas turbine. Okay, so, so majority of the thermal plants are consist of high pressure gas turbine. Okay, so gas turbine. So you maybe know that what is turbine. So turbine is a device, okay, which converts mechanical energy into electrical energy. Okay, so turbine only it's a blade. It's a blade. Okay, normally it consists of a blades. Okay, it is normally available in a cylindrical form. So the turbine shaft is connected with your generator unit. Shaft is connected with your generator unit. So after that, so we have coal. So once you process the coal, mean heat, we are getting a steam energy. Okay. So the once we burn the coal, we are getting heat energy. So that heat energy will heat the boiler water. So the boiler water will be getting evaporated and steam will be produced. That steam will be we are creating a pressure along with some compressor. We are creating a steam pressure. So that steam pressure are going to hit on your blades. That steam pressures are going to hit on your tip of the blade. Okay, so here some nozzle will be there. Okay, so every cylinder rotors, some nozzle will be there. So because of that nozzle, because of from that nozzle we are getting a high pressure raised steam. Okay, so that pressurized steam will hit on the tip of the blade, so the blade will start rotating. Okay. So this is the concept. Okay. So once the blade start rotating, the blade of the turbine is connected with this shaft. So this is your rotor shaft. So this shaft is connected with your generator unit. So generator unit will generate a electrical power. Okay. So this is our scenario for the how the coal is converted into electricity. Okay, so here oil is there. So instead of in oil there is no need to generate steam. Okay, so usually the oil will be again we are using a compressor. So compressor, pressurized oil compressor will be there. So that oil will runs their turbine. Turbine will generate electrical energy. Okay, likewise oil and gases are more or less similar. Okay, you might be heard about the CNG cars. Okay, so most of the CNG cars you know that. Okay, so what will happen? That gas is converted into liquid. Okay, இந்த சிஎன்ஜி கார்ல நீங்க பார்த்துருப்பீங்க இல்லையா, அந்த கார்ல வந்து நம்ம கேஸ் தான் வந்து ஃபியூலாக ஃபில் பண்ணுவோம். ஸோ அந்த கேஸ் வந்து அவங்க வந்து சிஎன்ஜி இன்ஜின்ல வந்து அந்த கேஸ் வந்து கேஸ் வந்து நம்ம லிக்யூடா மாத்திட்டு அந்த அவங்க அந்த இன்ஜின் செட்டப் அந்த மாதிரி இருக்கும். லிக்யூடா மாத்தி பெட்ரோல், கேஸ் இஸ் நத்திங் பட் லிக்யூட் பெட்ரோலியம். எல்பிஜி லிக்யூட் பெட்ரோலியம் கேஸ் தான். ஸோ அது வந்து அவங்க வந்து பெட்ரோலியமாக லிக்யூடா மாற்றி இதை யூஸ் இன் அவர் கார்ஸ். ஓகே, ஸோ நெக்ஸ்ட் ஹைட்ராலிக் நியூக்ளியர் பவர் பிளான்ட்ஸ் ஆர் இன் இந்தியன் சினாரியோஸ் ஆர் வெரி வெரி லெஸ் கான்ட்ரிபியூஷன். ஓகே, ஸோ திஸ் இஸ் இந்தியன் சினாரியோ. So in India, thermal powers are 75% electricity is generated. Then hydroelectric power plants are 21% electrical energy is generated. Then nuclear power plants only contributing 4%. Okay, so we majorly depends on the thermal power plant. So one more thing is in India we have a large enough coal resources are available. Okay, enough coal resources are available. That's why we are not implementing so much nuclear power plant. Okay, so that's why so far in the history of India, that's why because of the availability of the core resources and mines are large mines are available in the north side of the India. So because of that, naturally we are exporting the coals to the some other countries, non-developed countries. We are exporting the coals to some other non-developing countries also. Okay, so but the nowadays the resource availability, natural resource depletion will be depletion will be occur. Because of that, we are trying to go for the nuclear energy. Okay, so in the nuclear energy point of view, we completely depends on the US and UK, USA and the UK people. So that's why the plant cost will be very high. So once the plant cost is very high, the generation unit cost also will be very high. I don't know what will happen in the future of the India. Okay, so since once the natural sources are getting deployed, so we peoples are mainly depends on the US and UK peoples for getting the radioactive substance. Okay, so because of when we have the radioactive substance, then only we can able to generate electricity energy from the nuclear power plant. Okay, so this is scenarios going on. Okay, so next one is so there are one more unit called per capita energy consumption. So this is a typical electrical terminology to represent energy consumption in the various country. Okay, so per capita energy means the unit will represent per unit per country per year per person. Okay, how much amount of energy will be generated and consumed in your country. Okay, that is the meaning for per capita energy. Per capita energy means per year la per country la per year la per state நமக்கு வராது, per country la per year la per person க்கு எவ்வளவு amount of energy consume பண்றாங்க, அந்த ரேஷியோ வச்சு they calculate the per capita energy consumption. This is a typical பிஃபோர்லாம் பார்த்ததுல physical representation. இந்த சார்ட் காமிச்சாங்களா, so fuel equivalent, then oil equivalent, then tons oil equivalent இதெல்லாம் பார்த்ததுன்னா physical quantity representation. This is the per capita representation, electrical quantity representation of the consumption of the electrical energy. Okay, kilo kWh means kilowatt hours. Okay, so next topic we will see unit of energy. So in that topic I will cover. Okay, so this is just for your reading only I am projecting here. So the units are represented in metric tons of oil equivalent. So metric tons of oil equivalent, how the world energy will be production will be available. Various terms are I am projecting energy import and export. So all there is a common terminology throughout the world we needed. So that's why the people say create a one common unit called metric tons of oil equivalent. Okay. So throughout the world they are using a common terminology. So, so how much energy generated consumed the equivalent in terms of oil equivalent. Okay. So next topic is energy units and conversion. Okay. So there are lot of energy units are available in your book also available. So I am here. The different place the people are using energy in different unit. Okay. So that is the thing I am trying to say. Okay. So different place means let us take physics. So physics la they are using the energy unit as joules. Okay. So if any physics people's representing energy work done, so they are representing the energy in terms of joules. Okay. So these energy units are developed by MKS unit, meter kilogram and is seconds, and the short name is MKS. So MKS is a system. That system will invent a unit for energy is joule. Okay, so this is a common unit. When we ask in any of the question, what is the unit of energy means, you just say joule. So unit of energy is joule. Okay. So this is the physics. Okay. So we people electrical. So in electrical, the energy is energy unit is watt. The energy unit is represented in watt. So what is watt? So what is the power of? Uh, sorry, the power is represented in watt. So energy is represented in kilowatt hour. Okay. So first of all, we see what is power, then we go for the energy. Okay. So joule is represented for a physical energy. Just understand, joule is for physical energy. So kilowatt hour is for electrical unit. So joule is a physical unit. So whereas kilowatt hour is electrical unit. Okay. So in we people we are measuring the energy in terms of kilowatt hours. Okay. So before going to energy, we must know what is power. So power is nothing but current into voltage. So current into voltage. So, current into voltage. Okay. So anyone tell me answer. Aishwarya இருக்கீங்களாமா லைன்ல? ஐஸ்வர்யம்.
Yes, sir.
ஆனா நம்ம வீட்ல we are using for measuring the EB people வந்து மீட்டர் ரீடிங் எடுக்க போடுவாங்க. அந்த மீட்டர் பேர் என்னன்னு தெரியுமா? நம்ம வீட்ல யூஸ் பண்றோம்ல EB ரீடிங் எடுக்கிறோம்ல, அந்த மீட்டர் பேர் என்ன? Watt meter. Do you have any idea?
No, sir.
That meter is called energy meter. Okay, that meter is called. We are using every household applications for measuring the energy. So that meter is called energy meter. Okay, energy meter. So in order to measure the energy, we thanks ma'am. In order to measure the energy, we must know what is power. So power is nothing but current into voltage. Okay. So the meaning is how much amount of voltage applied to a particular component. So from that voltage, how much amount of current is consumed by that particular component. Okay. So now puriyalena just take one lamp. So lamp எடுத்துக்கோ. So இதோட ஒரு DC supply எடுத்துக்கோ. So battery எடுத்துக்கோ. DC means battery. So take one battery. You just apply. You just take 9 volt battery. 9 volt battery. So, so let us assume this is a one lamp on assume. So once you connect the lamp across the battery, so this lamp will consume. So in order to glow the lamp, so the lamp on the glow ஆகிறதுக்கு, it will take some amount of current. That current value may be 1 ampere or 2 ampere. So current unit is ampere, voltage unit is volt. Okay. So what is the power of this lamp means 9 into 1, answer is 9. So this is the power of the lamp. Okay. So voltage into current value will gives a power. Okay. So what is the power of the lamp means 9 into 1 is equal to 9 watt. So what is the unit for power? Okay. So this lamp will consume 9 watt power. Okay. So next we have to calculate energy. So how to calculate energy? Energy means you just see the definition here. So here is the 1 kilowatt hour is the energy of 1 kilowatt power flowing for 1 hour. Okay. So simple as puriyalana, you just remember this equation. You just remember these two equations. Power na another. Power means current into voltage, whereas energy means power into time. Energy means power into time. The previous case we calculated power P is equal to 9 watt. So now we calculate energy. So how to calculate energy? So that is the thing. So previous case energy is nothing but power into time. Power into t, small t time. So how to, we already calculate the power of the lamp. What is the power of the lamp? 9 watt. Okay. So what is the time period? Okay. So now we have to calculate t. Once you know the t value, you can able to calculate the energy value. Okay. So normally this t value will vary, depends on our interest. Okay. So எப்படி சார் கேட்டிங்கன்னா, so usually இப்போ நீ வந்து நீ எனர்ஜி கால்குலேஷன் வந்து பர் டேக்கு போடுறியா, இல்லை பர் மந்த்துக்கு போடுறியா, இல்லை பர் இயருக்கு போடுறியா, இல்லை நம்பர் ஆஃப் இயர்ஸ்க்கு போடுறியா, that based on that value t value will be varying. For example, if you are consuming energy per hour means you have to multiply with the 60. 60 minutes is equal to 1 hour. Okay. So you have to multiply with the 60. You are getting a energy consumed by that lamp per hour. Suppose if you want to calculate energy per day means 9 into 60 into per day you have 24 hours. So you have to multiply with the 24. So you will get a per day energy consumption. If you want to calculate per year means you have to calculate 60 into 24 into 360 days. 360 days. Then only you are getting a energy for throughout the year. So in this way your household energy meter is working. நம்ம வீட்டில் இபி மீட்டர் வச்சிருக்கோம் இல்லையா? ஸோ நம்ம வீட்டில் வச்சிருக்க எனர்ஜி மீட்டர் வந்து இப்படி தான் ஒர்க் ஆகும். வீட்டில் எத்தனை லேம்ப் கனெக்ட் ஆயிருக்கு, எத்தனை டிவி கனெக்ட் ஆயிருக்கு, எத்தனை ஃப்ரிட்ஜ் கனெக்ட் ஆயிருக்கு, ஸோ எல்லாமே வந்து சப்ளை எங்கேருந்து போகும், மீட்டர் போர்ட்லேருந்து தான் வந்து எடுத்துருப்பாங்க. ஸோ மீட்டர் போர்டில் வந்து நார்மலாக நமக்கு வந்து சிங்கிள் பேஸ்னா ஹவு மச் வோல்டேஜ், சிங்கிள் பேஸ்னா ஜென்ரலாக உனக்கு ஒன்று கிளியராக சொல்லணும். ஜஸ்ட் டேக் ஒன் ஸ்லைட். This is a very interesting topic. So slide open. Okay. So we ended with here. Okay. So there are two type of units available. So one is for physical unit. Physical unit energy unit is joule. So electrical the energy unit is kilowatt hour. You just remember, okay? So likewise, they are representing kilowatt hour in terms of joules. So this is a constant common formula. So any government exam they will ask. Okay, it's the objective question. So what is the how to represent 1 kilowatt hour in joules means? This formula will be mainly used for physics peoples. 3.6 into 10 power 6 joules amount is equal to 1 kilowatt hours. Okay, so likewise, the mechanical people are relating joules in terms of calorie because they are going to study heat energy thermodynamics. So they are representing heat joules in terms of calories. 1 calorie is equal to 4.18 for amount of joules. Okay, so different domain people different energy unit will be utilizing. Okay, so the commonly we have one more unit called British thermal unit BTU. Here also they are using one BTU is equal to 1055 joules. So these are the various forms of energy units and conversions. So we can convert any physics unit or electrical unit or mechanical unit into a common unit called joule. Okay, so common unit is joule. Okay, we can convert them because various countries, various peoples follows various domain peoples follows various units. Mechanical people na BT use பண்றாங்க இல்லனா கலர் யூஸ் பண்ணுவாங்க. Okay, so likewise one quad ஒரு unit இருக்கு. So one quad is equal to 10 power 15 BTU. So okay, so up to this topic is converted. So in this topic we have seen the joule. Joule or unit will be there. So next one is we have seen kilowatt hour or unit. Kilowatt hour or unit பார்த்தோம். So next one is we have seen one calorie. Calorie or unit we can equate with the joule. So next fourth one is we have seen BTU, British thermal unit. Okay, these are the unit we have seen. We can convert one form of unit into another form of unit. Okay, so equivalent values will be by using the applying the equivalent value we can convert. Okay. So next one is classification of energy, general classification of energy. This is the general classification of energy. So before going that, we already seen one classification. What are the classification? So these classifications is mainly based on the resource material. So based on resource material, the energy will be classified as primary energy, secondary energy, commercial energy, non-commercial energy, renewable energy, and non-renewable energy. But another one method classification will be available. So that is based on method of energy generation. Based on method of energy. This is based on resource material. Based on availability of resource material, the energy will be classified into three types. So whereas based on methods of energy generation, the energy will be classified as two types. So one is conventional sources, another one is unconventional sources of energy. Okay, so here the conventional sources energy, this is your unit 2. So in unit 2 only we are going to see elaborately these topics. Okay, conventional energy. Okay, so under the conventional energy, again the source various sources are available: fossil fuel energy, hydraulic energy, and nuclear energy. Okay, so here also you see in fossil fuel energy technology, we are using heat energy into electricity. Okay, example materials are coal, oil, gases. Okay, so we are converting heat energy into electricity energy. Okay, so next one is hydraulic energy. So in hydraulic energy, we are using kinetic energy of the water. Kinetic energies or potential energy. So kinetic energy or potential energy. So anyone tell me, can you understand what I am saying? Sweta இருக்கீங்களாமா? Sweta or ஸ்வேதா ஆர் லைன்ல இருக்கீங்களா?
எஸ் சார் புரியுது சார்.
இப்போ நான் வாட்டர்ல வந்து பொட்டன்ஷியல் எனர்ஜி கைனடிக் எனர்ஜின்னு சொல்றேன். ஸோ ஹவு கேன் யூ ஏபிள் டு ரிலேட், கேன் யூ ஏபிள் டு டெல் மீ எனி எக்ஸாம்பிள்? எந்த இடத்துல வாட்டருடைய பொட்டன்ஷியல் எனர்ஜி எலக்ட்ரிக்கல் எனர்ஜியா மாத்துறோம், எந்த இடத்துல வந்து நம்ம வாட்டருடைய கைனடிக் எனர்ஜியை எலக்ட்ரிசிட்டியா மாத்துறோம்? It depends upon the place, the energy form will be varying. No idea means no idea சொல்லுங்க, ஒன்றும் பிரச்சனை இல்லை.
No idea.
ஓகேம்மா, தேங்க்யூ. நெக்ஸ்ட் யார்? கார்த்திகேயன் சொல்லுங்க. கார்த்தி டிஎஸ். கார்த்தி டிஎஸ் சொல்லுங்க. கார்த்திக் டிஎஸ். யாரோ ஜென்ரலா சொல்லுங்க, யாரோ ஒருத்தர், இல்லை தெரிஞ்சவங்க யாராவது சொல்லுங்க. ஆகாஷ் சொல்றீங்களா? ஆகாஷ். ஐஸ்வர்யாவே சொல்லு. ஐஸ்வர்யா, உங்களுக்கு ஏதாவது ஐடியா இருக்கா? ஐஸ்வர்யா?
இல்ல சார்.
ஓகேம்மா, தேங்க்யூ. ரொம்ப டஃபா கேட்டுருக்குன்னா என்ன கொஸ்டின்? இல்லைம்மா, என் கொஸ்டின் அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்ட் பண்ணிட்டீங்களா? என்ன கொஸ்டின் கேட்டேன்? கொஸ்டின் என்ன கேட்டோமா?
இந்த இடத்துல பொட்டன்ஷியல் எனர்ஜியாவும் கைனடிக் எனர்ஜியும் யூஸ் பண்றோம்.
சரிம்மா, நானே சொல்லிடுறேன். தேங்க்யூம்மா. ஸோ இப்போ நீங்கள் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா வாட்டர் வந்து எங்கெங்கெல்லாம் இருக்கும் நீங்களே சொல்லுங்கள். ஸோ காமன் பேசிக் கொஸ்டின், வாட்டர் வந்து நேச்சுரலாக நம்ம எங்கே இருக்கோம்? ஹைட்ராலிக்கும் உனக்கு தெரிஞ்சதும் உனக்கு தெரிஞ்சிடும். டேமில் இருக்கும் சார் வாட்டர், டேமில் இருக்கும். தென் வேற எங்கேங்க சார் வாட்டர் இருக்கும்னு கேட்டிங்கன்னா ஓசனில் இருக்கும். வேற எங்கே? வேற 2 இடத்துல மட்டும்தான் பவர் பிளான்ட் இருக்கு வேர்ல்டு, உனக்கே தெரியும். மேட்டூர் தெர்மல் டேம், டேம் எங்கெங்கெல்லாம் இருக்கோ கண்டிப்பாக அங்கே ஹைட்ரோ எலக்ட்ரிக் பிளான்ட்ஸ் இருக்கும். ஸோ ஓஷன் எங்கெங்கெல்லாம் இருக்கோ வந்து மோஸ்ட் டெவலப்டு கண்ட்ரீஸில் வந்து ஓஷன் பேஸ்டு ஹைட்ராலிக் பவர் பிளான்ட்ஸ் ஆர் அவைலபிள். சரிங்களா? இப்போ பார்த்தீங்கன்னா டேமில் வந்து வாட்டர் வந்து தே ஆர் ஸ்டோரிங். ஸோ டேமில் வந்து வாட்டர் தே ஆர் ஸ்டோரிங். ஸோ டேம் வாட்டர் ஸ்டோர் ஆகிருக்கிற எனர்ஜி வந்து தே ஆர் ரிலீசிங் இன் தி ரிசர்வயர். ஸோ தனியாக டேமுக்கு பக்கத்தில் வந்து ஹைட்ராலிக் ஸ்டேஷன் இருக்கும். அந்த தனியாக ஒரு சேனல் மூலிமா வந்து தே ஆர் புட்டிங் சம் பைப் சேனல். ஸோ ஹை பிளேஸ்லேருந்து கிரவுண்ட் பிளேஸ்க்கு வந்து வாட்டர் வந்து ஆட்டோமேட்டிக்காக வந்து கீழே வந்துடும். அப்போ என்ன ஆகுது? ஸ்டோர் ஆகிருக்கு டேம் அந்த வாட்டர் மேலே வி ஆர் நாட் அப்ளைங் எனி ஃபோர்ஸஸ். ஸோ வாட்டருடைய பொட்டன்ஷியல் எனர்ஜி மூலியமாகவே, கிராவிடேஷனல் ஃபோர்ஸ் மூலியமாகவே, ஸோ வாட்டர் வில் கம் டவுன் ஃப்ரம் டாப் பொசிஷன் டு பாட்டம் பொசிஷன். So from that reservoir channel, the water will come from top to bottom. At that time, the potential energy is converted into electrical energy. Okay. So kinetic energy na இது எங்கேங்க சார் யூஸ் ஆகுதுன்னா பார்த்தீங்கன்னா அண்டர் கிரவுண்ட் வாட்டர் ஓஷனில் வந்து டைடல் எனர்ஜி யூஸ் பண்ணி நம்ம கைனடிக் எனர்ஜி வந்து ஓஷனில் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா வேவ்ஸ் வந்து கண்டினியூஸாக ஃபார்ம் ஆகிட்டே இருக்கும். ஓஷனுடைய சென்ட்ரல் பிளேஸில் அந்த வந்து கைனடிக் எனர்ஜி ஜென்ரேட் ஆகுது. ஓஷனுடைய ஸ்டார்டிங் அந்த சீ பெட்டில் வந்து நமக்கு டைடல் வேவ்ஸ் வந்து ஜென்ரேட் ஆகிட்டே இருக்கும். பிகாஸ் ஆஃப் தட் வேவ்ஸ் கைனடிக் எனர்ஜி இஸ் கனெக்டட் இன்டு எலக்ட்ரிசிட்டி. ஓகே. இந்த எனர்ஜியை வந்து கிளாஸிஃபை பண்ணி அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்ட் பண்ணிட்டீங்கன்னா ஈஸி. ஓகே. ஸோ நெக்ஸ்ட் வந்து நியூக்ளியர் எனர்ஜி. நியூக்ளியர் எனர்ஜியில் வந்து கெமிக்கல் எனர்ஜி, கெமிக்கல் ரியாக்ஷன் இஸ் கனெக்டட் இன்டு எலக்ட்ரிசிட்டி. ஸோ இதுக்கு வந்து மேக்ஸிமம் யுரேனியம் 235 வந்து நம்ம வந்து நியூக்ளியர் எனர்ஜியில் வந்து ரேடியேட்டிவ் சப்ஸ்டன்ட்டாக இது யூஸ் பண்ணுறோம். யுரேனியம் 235. ஸோ நெக்ஸ்ட் ஒன் இஸ் இது எல்லாமே வந்து இந்த we are going to see in our unit 2 in elaborate manner. So this is a classification based on the energy generation method, conventional energy, non-conventional energy. So under non-conventional energy, the energy source of energy which are being produced continuously in nature and it is exhaustible. Okay, natural வந்து life long available. Depletion வராது. That type of source of energy we call it as non-conventional source of energy. So under that we have 3 types are available: wind energy, tidal energy, then ocean energy. Okay, so here they all the wind energy were converted, kinetic energy is converted into electricity form. Okay, so then solar energy on the radiation energy. Solar energy on the we are converting radiation energy into electricity energy. Okay. So up to this we will stop the topic. Okay. In first unit there are only one topic is left. Okay. So the topic name is up to we covered five topics.